Okay guys, energy fields, that's what we're looking at a minute, because they seem to be stronger than the energy in the meridians, the extraordinary vessels, chakras, and it explains a lot. So we've got an energy from the gut, which in Japanese is called the hara, the dantian, chi belly, all kinds of things. And we can strengthen the field, we can send the field out, and it can do stuff for martial arts applications. There's also an energy field associated with the heart, which can be measured either by electrodes or a magnetometer. So we all know that's a strong field. And also the reptilian brain. Well, again, we get brain waves, you put electrodes on there, we get alpha, beta, delta, theta, and all the rest of it. And again, these energy fields, we can strengthen and send them out and use them. So a lot of cage fighters and maybe boxers will have a very strong mental energy from the reptilian brain, which explains a lot. What I've found with Kiko, it seems to be associated with the lungs, and it's a form of iron shirt or iron body, so you can take blows and it doesn't have any negative effect and it doesn't hurt. But I've also found it's incredibly positive. So I've got a few things here, and a little tangent while I was digging stuff out, I found this. A little bit of copper wire made into a shape, and I used that when I was teaching for some blind and also deaf students, so they could feel it and they could know the shape of the form we were going to do, the kata for energy. Another tangent there. So I've got a crystal that's very negative, which I've made very negative. I'm dousing it, and it's a big anti-clockwise. I've got a misaligned pyramid here, so if we douse that, that's anti-clockwise. And then what I've got here is angles. That's a positive one, this one's a negative one. So different angles and shapes, and I've doused that, and that's very negative. So what I'm going to do now is extend this. We could call it a Kiko field. We could call it an energy field from the lungs. Anyway, we've got 3 lobes on the right, we've got 2 lobes on the left. I've got an exercise to strengthen it and a technique to send it out, so I'm going to do it now. Okay, so that field's out there, so I haven't tested it against strikes yet. But we should be doing that, I'm sure. So let's check the crystal. It's now positive. The pyramid, that's now positive. And the negative angle piece of wire, that's now positive. So what we're looking at is all these bugs, species, viruses, and the rest of it. They all have a negative energy component which stresses the body, puts you in a flight, fight state, suppresses your immune system, and then they get you. So you can draw a virus, you can get they've got them on the telly floating around, all the news, BBC News, they'll have little viruses floating around everywhere, which isn't a clever thing to be doing. But you can get a virus, a portrait, or you can draw, and they'll be negative, and they can give you a stress reaction. The picture themselves acts like an aerial, will give you a stress reaction. Not anymore. So this should be a really good component for the immune system. And the exercises are very simple. I'm going to be doing them with everybody in classes next week. I've already done them with a few. Works a treat. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the snow.